All right. Well, this is awkward. We're supposed to have Lydia will be joining us momentarily, and we also may have one of the cast members of Hellsgate, which is what we're going to be talking about. A Hellsgate project, Hellsgate, the movie. Find us on Facebook there, on Instagram as well. I was slacking, don't have all of those links down at the bottom. But we may be having Mr. Patrick Powers, who's playing Drew Hart in the movie. So we're trying to drum up a little bit of support. If you guys aren't familiar with what Hell's Gate is all about, I'll give you a quick rundown. It's a movie about a cult who's been around for a few decades, and they really have their roots and foundation going back to another famous cult. Well, some say cult. I don't believe it's a cult, but Charles Manson and the Manson family. That's all I'm really going to say about that. But there is we have a lot of really great cast. Should have had all the pictures in here, but again, I did not. Got a what I think is an all-star cast. We're looking at Bill Overs Jr. Is going to be joining us as the FBI director. Robert Lasardo is going to be on the cast. He's going to be playing Blaine. Savette Holder. She is going to be playing. You guys may know her as well, I won't bring that up. She'll be playing Samantha Tate, which is out to try and take down this cult after decades of chaos and bloodshed. There's going to be a lot of blood in this movie. I'll tell you that much. So if you're into cults, you're into really cool kills, a lot of blood, and a good story behind it, as I alluded to right there, Hell's Gate is your movie. Bottom line. I will be playing the cult leader, as apparently I should have prepared a sermon before everybody showed up. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of really cool perks, which is why I was hoping that Lydia she'll be here. She's just running a little late. You know, you got kids. You never know when they're going to settle down. And they think that's what you may be trying to do. But a lot of cool perks. She was going to talk about that. Maybe some perk ideas. We want to hear from you guys. What kind of perks would you like to see? We see a lot with these campaigns where we see a lot of the same perks. And even though they're great, Blu-rays, shirts, sign this, sign that, movie props, which I think is cool. I always like some movie props, and I like the DVDs, but we're trying to think of some things. Production team is trying to think of some things that will really catch your guys' eye with the perks. Welcome, Sean Smithson Creations. Welcome. So again, a lot of you go over there to Indiegogo. You take and put in Hell's Gate. Look, on the run. Look at her, man.
Oh, that's weird.
What's weird?
It looks weird because I can't even see myself.
Oh yeah, on the phone.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hey, you're fine. I was just going over. There's Morgan. Welcome, Morgan. I was just going over some of the basics, giving a quick rundown on what Hellsgate is. Just a very brief synopsis, because you can't really say much, because it would kind of give away some of the really cool things going on. But I was just mentioning perks, and I don't know what kind of perks have been set in stone for the Indiegogo campaign, which is set to kick off February 28th, ending February with a campaign.
I think we were talking about doing March 7th because you figure February 28th, then you got March 1st, everybody's bills are due.
Oh yeah, true story.
So
So hey, okay, that works. Good update. Okay.
I can't see any comments, so if there's any comments, Otis, you're in charge.
I'm in charge. I got you.
But yes, as far as perks, there are no acting perks available. Just get that out of the way right now. But we're gonna have, typical DVDs, Blu-rays, digital downloads, posters. We're gonna do the Hellsgate shirts. Came up with an idea today that I told you about, Otis. Didn't I?
I don't know. I have to go back and look at the messages. I know you said you had a really cool idea when you mentioned going on the live. So I'm not sure if you told me or not.
So basically, I've been trying to establish that Sprouts is the name of the wellness center that Keith runs, just so people are aware. So the wellness center is called Sprouts because it gives you a place to grow. Ha ha ha, double entendre.
Makes sense.
But, then Hellsgate is the name of the actual cult itself. And they operate out of Sprouts. So I thought it would be a fun perk if we did like a Sprouts wellness welcome package. So we would do like a Sprouts tote bag. You get a Sprouts Wellness Center t-shirt. We could do like a lanyard with like, hi, my name is, like a little ID badge thing. And then stickers, and take one of the mock-ups we have of the wellness center kind of like literature book, but what it'll be is we're gonna take the script and put the Sprouts cover on it, so then you'll have the script too, all in one.
Yeah, it's like a Sprouts swag bag kind of thing, man. That's really cool. And you did tell me about that once you started talking about it, I remember.
So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure I told you.
Yeah. But that's really cool. That has to I'm sure is that just an idea you came up with here recently? We got to run that by Aaron Hawkins, the director of this soon-to-be masterpiece.
He liked it.
Awesome.
We're talking about doing like a 3-day like learn on set experience.
Interesting.
You'd have to cover your own travel, of course, but you'll spend 3 days learning from everyone on set. We have a lot of great knowledge with the people in our cast and crew. So if you're up and coming in filmmaking, like these are people you want to learn from, it might be a good idea to get that perk.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Now that's the first I have heard. I was in the production team, but I had to focus mainly on Keith. That's a lot of work. I give kudos to directors, ads, you know, Lydia, and anybody, you know, on that side of making a film. Boy, that's just tough. I was like, I just can't handle it. I'll concentrate on Keith. um so yeah, that's an awesome perk. Come out, hang out, learn some stuff, whether it be acting, whether it be from the camera crew, and the, you know, because there's going to be, like you said, there's going to be so much talent um on that set. I mentioned Robert Lasardo is going to be there playing the character of Blaine. There's so much talent. You know, Savette. I could go through them all, but I'm not. Just trust me. There's a lot of talent on this cast, and as well as in the crew. So a lot you could learn from by hopping on the set for a 3-day tour. Gilligan's Island.
Uh-huh.
So we're moving the Indiegogo. So mark your calendars if you're watching this now or you're watching on the replay. Mark your calendars. March 7th is the date now. I know it was promoted as the 28th, but hey, it's bill time right there. Nobody wants to be messed with when it's time to pay the man the bills or the money.
Also, if anybody is interested, we are always looking for private investors. If you want to, you know, go that route. If you are thinking next year, like you already did your taxes for this year and you're like, man, I owe so much, and you're trying to get a head start for next year and you need that tax write-off, I could do that for you. Why give the money to the government when you could give it to us?
Exactly. I mean, that's a great motto.
Right? I think so. So if anybody's looking to get a head start on their tax write-offs for next year, we can do a fiscal sponsorship through a nonprofit, and you can use whatever money you donate as long as it's over $250 to be used as a charity write-off for your taxes.
There you go. That's a good little tidbit of info, and that's why you're on the production team.
Because somebody asked me to be on it.
Yeah, who did that? I had a question for you. Is casting completely done? This is such a large cast. I mean, it really is, from the 1-day shoots to the, you know, the bigger characters. Is there anything left that anybody watching could maybe you know, look into if they're interested? Crickets. I think she may have lost her connection. Well, I guess we'll have to get back to that question when she regains connection. She's out and about. I don't know what she's out there doing. Yeah, she froze up. But anyway, this is a huge cast. And I don't know the exact number, but I'm thinking it's, I don't know, 35, maybe more. There's a lot of moving parts. Let's just say that. Are you back?
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I was just asking. I was asking you when we lost you. Is there any roles left that anybody watching maybe may want to do, what, one day shoots, because there's a lot there is a lot of roles, a lot
There
of which
is
have been
like a handful of roles that need to be cast. You have to live in Illinois, please. We're trying, we're trying to maximize tax incentives from Illinois, so we will get 30% back. So the more we do in Illinois, the better. So the more local talent we hire, the better. So we're trying to focus on that for right now. So yes, there is still roles open. If you are a resident of Illinois, there should be an updated list at the top of the Hellsgate page. I will, if it's not updated, I will make sure it's updated. But again, it's it's a handful of small day player roles, so, but you know what? You can't make a movie without all the background stuff.
You gotta have all the parts. Yeah. I mean, I've been told, I've made the comment to other directors, yeah, this is, I know it's a small role. No, there are no small roles. You need all of those parts to make everything work. And it's great experience being on a set. If that's something that you're looking to get into, even just being on there for a day, you pay attention, seeing how everything runs. It's really cool. I couldn't wait to get back on a set after Killer Grannies, which was the last one I was on. But this is going to be really fun. As you mentioned, going to be filming in Illinois.
Yeah, about an hour outside of Chicago. So it's like Batavia, Elmhurst area, I guess. Why didn't Patrick join us?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him. I connected with them. We are now friends. I connected with him right before I went on. It was about an hour before, so I didn't know if maybe something came up, or I don't know. Let's see, what else do we need to what else needs to be covered here?
Is there anything wants to know about Hellsgate?
What's that?
I said, I'm just asking, like, anybody that's watching, if anybody has any questions about Hellsgate.
Yes, absolutely. Any questions about Hellsgate that we can answer?
Yeah.
Please toss them in the chat, and we will do our best. Huh?
And if there's perks or something you want to see, like, just shoot me or Aaron or Otis or anybody a message, or email the email, and like, hey, like, I'd be interested in seeing this perk on your Indiegogo, because I want to put out there what people want, but
yeah,
I can't read people's minds.
Yeah, I actually did mention that before you hopped on, I believe, about we're very open to suggestions when it comes to perks. There are a lot of perks that you see in every campaign, which it doesn't bother me. I like shirts. I like DVDs. I like things like that, and I think a lot of people do. But to really find some perks that you haven't really seen a whole lot of, I think the 3-day on-set learning experience is really awesome. And again, we'd love to hear from you guys. Is it Hellsgate the movie at gmail.com, correct?
Hellsgate the movie at gmail.com.
Yes. You could send, I'm sure, some suggestions there. Hell, you could hit me up on Messenger or whatever if you have a suggestion. I will most definitely, pass it right on along. And because, like Lydia said, man, we want, you want perks that you guys are gonna want.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to be interactive and have people, like part of the process of making the film. So, trying to get everybody involved, make it feel like you're really in the experience.
Right, right. Now, speaking of perks, Sean had mentioned earlier he has items he can make for perks and merchandise. I could find out more about that. And Morgan said, I guess this is a perk idea, a sacrificial knife. I don't think there's one in this, but that brings me to a question. Is there any talk about props or anything, screen used type stuff?
Yes, there is going to be, we're going to be offering a perk from each kill of a screen used prop that is signed by both the killer and the killee.
That's awesome.
So
that's one I've seen screen used props as perks, but not a prop from every kill in the movie. There you go. That's something different that maybe other people have done. I don't know. But I've never seen one like that. So that is going to be awesome. Sean mentioned laser engraved branded slate coasters, power coated Zippo lighters. He can do all of this. I've got a bunch of coasters from him. They're really cool. He does a lot with that laser stuff.
Ooh, the lighters are cool because we're lighting so many sprouts throughout the film.
You say lighting sprouts?
Well, I couldn't say what it really is. They might kick
Well,
me out.
no, yeah, exactly. But that was just making sure I heard that right. Yes.
I'm trying to cover myself. CYA.
Oh man. This is how long of a shoot is this being projected to be?
So right now our tentative schedule is 18 days of shooting with a 2-day break in the middle. So, I mean, technically 20 days. And then if you add on a day on each end for travel, you're looking at 22 days.
Yeah.
Yay!
That's I'm sorry.
I said, yay, indie film.
Yay, indie film, right. I had something I was going to say and completely forgot. I wish Pat was able to hop on. I would have loved to have had at least one of the cast members, kind of a virtual meet and greet, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
What's that?
I said hopefully soon.
Yeah. So let's see. I think we might have. I think we might have covered everything. I'm not sure. I see. We got the perks, the Indiegogo.
Talked about the story.
Talked about a little bit about sprouts, which you will see quite a bit of throughout the film.
So How do you fit?
Not getting that. You kind of broke up some there. Almost. I hear you. You've almost broke through. Okay, I can hear you now.
I forgot what I said.
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I can. You forgot what you were going to say, right?
Oh, I thought you were just pretending to say that you could hear me and that you really couldn't hear me. And I'm laughing over here like, oh, he's carrying on rather well.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on right now? But yeah.
And of course, as soon as you start talking, it goes auto.
Oh, I remember some of the I know some of the other perks we're gonna have. You could be one of the FBI's top 10 most wanted on the most wanted poster, and that will be in Bill Oberst Jr.'s office.
That's right.
So he'll probably be right next to it.
Awesome. And you said we're going to have the of course the DVDs, shirts. What else can you tell us that you guys are looking at as far as perks?
Feed the crew, special thanks credits. We are doing producer perks, but we are doing very limited, like 1 executive producer perk and 2 associative producer perks. Once they are gone, that is it. So if that is the type of perk you like, make sure you sign up for the link so that you are one of the first people there for launch, because we don't want to have any more of them. It's just going to be the 1 and the 2. So heads up to people for that.
And people may not want to feed the crew after I just mentioned how many all the cast members we have. That's a lot of grub, but it certainly does help in the cost to keep us from getting famished. It's hard to run a smooth cult when you're hungry.
When you're hangry.
You're hangry, yeah, and then you slip up. So a lot of great perks. Lot of good stuff in the future. Again, looking at all. I'm sorry.
We wanted to start doing more. I said we wanted to start doing like more lives. So if there's anything anybody wants us to talk about on certain things and stuff like that, let us know. Want to get more people involved.
Yeah, and keep drilling it in your head.
Spread the word.
Join the cult.
Just invite more people to the Instagram and the Facebook page. It means a lot. Reaching out to investors and financiers and companies and stuff. They look at like your social media numbers and stuff, and we just want to have the best shot at making this movie as we can. So
yeah, because so far there's been a lot of work put into it. Hell, just the casting alone. was, wow, a long process. So yeah, absolutely. Hit all of the socials. I think I mentioned that in the beginning when I first popped on. Hit all the socials. And you can interact with us on the Facebook group. And you can also, I guess, throw some suggestions for perks or something you'd like to see, or anything regarding any lives. You have any questions, as Lydia said, anything you want us to address, by all means, let us know. It is nice to get interactive with, your potential audience, people who are going to be viewing what you put all your hard work into. So it is nice to, have, you guys a part of this as much as, you can.
And
It's a
we're
good little
excited.
speech. I should use that. Yeah, that sounds like a Keith speech right there.
And
Help
we're
us
super
help
excited
you.
to film.
I'm sorry I talked over you.
Oh no, I was saying that we are excited to film.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait. Do you want to talk a little bit about your character by chance?
Um, so
Is
I
there
play
anything that you can say?
so I play Kelly, um, and I joined Sprouts because I my boyfriend has left me. That he was cheating on me a lot. I feel like I'm just not good enough, and I just want to feel wanted and cared about. And so she finds a place at Sprouts and is doing what she has to keep that spot.
That's right. Because everybody goes to Sprouts when, and that's what Sprouts does. Brings people in, that have had a hard life, the downtrodden, if you will. The ones that feel like Kelly, feel like you don't, you're just not worth it, and people come to Sprouts and they try to reclaim their peace, and get their life back together. And Kelly joins Sprouts, try and recover from what sounds like an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Anything else for you, Keith?
Uh, I can't think of anything. Again, I play Keith. I'm the call leader, so I don't think much explanation goes into that. No, I don't. I do not have anything. Except to, as Lydia said, take and hit up all of our socials. We're trying to build a following.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they call that method acting. I'm getting into the key thing. So yeah, we need a bigger following. Um, uh, Spread the word about the Indiegogo, and we'll be hopping on, I'm sure, periodically, to give some updates, any news, or just to have a little, maybe talk about cultures. I don't know. We'll you guys will hear from us again. So Lydia, any last thoughts?
Just support local film,
Indie
independent
film,
film.
yeah.
Even if you can't, you know, get a perk, sharing and just talking about it to somebody like helps so much. You never know, you know.
Absolutely. And being that this kind of has like a cold true crime almost feel to it, um, that kind of opens it up. You got a lot of people. I don't think I know anybody who doesn't have a friend that likes, true crime. So all your true crime friends and cult fanatics, I guess, people who are interested in cults, this is your movie. So yeah, spread it around. You can't donate
Oh my God.
financially.
So I don't know why, but I just looked at my Facebook to see the live, and when it is going to my Facebook, it was streaming and it was set to private, so nobody was seeing it from my page. So it's not private anymore.
So it wasn't going to your page?
I went onto my Facebook, and when I went to the post that set was the live, it had it set to private, so that it was only me that could see it. So everything I just said for the last half hour, nobody on my friends list.
Well, what about on mine?
Yeah, you're gonna have to look on your. Well, I mean, Morgan was commenting. Is Morgan?
Yeah, exactly.
And Sean, is he?
Well, they're on YouTube though.
Oh, okay. So your YouTube
They're on
is
my
probably,
YouTube channel.
Your Facebook is probably set to private as well.
Well, I'll be.
I know. I feel stupid now.
I do too. All right. Well, I'm gonna go drowned in my stupidity.
I'm sorry. If anybody wants to know about Hellsgate, there's really great 30 minutes before this.
Yeah, check it out.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on with me.
Oh, yeah.
I was late. Cut off from service.
Oh, that's fine. So keep an eye out on all things Hellsgate, and we'll be talking with you guys soon. Hashtag join us, hashtag join the cult, hashtag drink the fucking Kool-Aid. And with that, later.